Hi guys, in the previous lecture we have built this slider, we have inserted this div and it containing the text, and now we are gonna build the content area. And first of all we will build this area, and now let's start. Here is, and this section is the content area, and I'm not gonna give it any class. And in this section we have to create a separate section for this featured service, this part that contain these three images and this heading. So here is section, and here is its closing tag. Here is the section, and here I'm gonna give class. Here is the class name is content box, and here is the box 1. And now after it, here I'm gonna give another div. Here is, and its class name is container, and here is its closing tag. And then after this, first of all what we need to do, we have to create this thing that is the heading of this section. So this black background is the background of the heading H2, and then this text is inside the span and then this paragraph. So now here I'm gonna create it. First of all, put this heading inside a div. Here is a div to contain this heading. Here is div, here is class, and now here we have to place header, and then here is div. And then after this what we need to do, we have to put the H2 heading and then this text in a span, and here is H2, here is class heading, here is, and then here is a span, here is a span, and then in between this we have to write featured service. And now after this heading we have to put a paragraph under it. Here is the paragraph, here is its closing tag, and then here is its opening tag. Now it is okay, and this heading is ready. And now let's give it the style. First of all I'm gonna reload it. Here it is. So now what we need to do, we have to apply the background color black to the H2 heading, and then give the style to this text. And let's start. We have to give the margin on the bottom side of this section. Here I'm going to show you, this is the margin on the bottom side, and we have to use this content box. And here is start from this. First of all, the content box, to create the distance between two sections, here is the margin on the bottom side is 30 pixel, and then here I'm gonna give the style to the content box. Here is the box 1, it contains the box 1. Here don't create the distance between these two things because both classes are given to the same element, and if we write only one then it will be okay. And now here in the box 1 we have to give the height to this box, and here is the minimum height is 380 pixel, and then here is the padding on the bottom side is 30 pixel. So now the padding is added on the bottom side and its height, complete height of this section is defined, and here is this. And now we have to give the style to the div that contains the heading. Here is the header, and first of all give it the text align center, so the text is automatically aligned in the center. Here is the text align in the center of the div, and here is the margin is 60 pixel from the top side, and here is the auto on the left and right, and 50 pixel on the down side. So what is this distance? This is the distance on the top and the bottom side of this heading. Here you can see that, and now I'm going to execute it. So here you see that the distance of the top and the bottom side is defined, and the height of this section is already defined by using this box1 class. And then now I'm going to give the style to this h2 heading by using its class heading. Here it is. Here is heading, and first of all background, black background, and here is we have to insert the border on the right side. Here is the right, and here is the 6 pixel solid hash f3542d. Here is, so now a black color border is applied on the heading, and here is its border right. And now I'm gonna adjust it. We will give it width and height, then it will be okay. Here is height is 60 pixel, and then here I'm gonna give it the color to the text. Here is hash ff white, and then here is the display of the text is inline block, and then here is the font size 36 pixel, and then here is the font weight normal, and then here is the line height 42 pixel, and then give it the padding on the top, all the 4 sides. Here I'm going to give 10 pixel for the top and the bottom side. Here is height, and here is the 10 pixel for the top and bottom, 20 pixel for the left and right side. Then here it is. So now it is adjusted. We have give it the padding and top side 10 pixel, 20 pixel down side, and now here we have to move this div. Here you see that this h2 heading, here you see that it is literally transform. We have to apply the transform property on it. Here is, first of all, give the position relative, and then here is the transform. Here is, and rotate it to the 0 degree. So this heading is rotate to the 0 degree, and then here is scale, and then we have to move, and here I'm gonna write 1.0, or you can write 1. So now, so what is the function of this scale? So by using the scale we have given it the value 1.0, or you can only write 1. So now the height and width is increased by 1 pixel. The width and height of this heading is increased by using this scale, or you can also say that the scale increases the width in the x-axis, height in the y-axis. just simple. And then we have to give it skew property, and it will move the element. The skew is a little hard to define what is it. Its movement is so tough, or you can say that it is just 3D movement, so you cannot explain it. It will move the element in the x and y axis by -40 degree. And I have already I have already teach you the effect of these functions in the CSS section, so you can view that lecture. And here is the translate. So the translate will move the element in the x and y axis by the given parameter. Here we have given the 0 pixel, so it will move the 0 pixel in the y axis and in the x axis. And now here is, let's see what happened. So now it is tilted, and now here you see that this is not flat, it is just disturbed, or you can see you feel that this heading is just like it is not in good quality. It have poor pixels or poor image quality. So we have to apply this thing, transform style flat. So now it will be okay. It is just flat, or it just make it smooth. And now the next thing is, here you see that this heading is not tilted. This text is just fine, it is not moved, but here the text is moved. So how to make it correct? And now here I'm gonna give the style to the span. Then it is not tilted, it is not in the italic style no more. And here is display it as a block to apply these styles, otherwise it will not apply. And now here copy these styles and paste it here, and here it is. And now here is a little difference of this skew. This is -14 degrees, so we have to write it 40 degrees, then it will be okay. And here it is. So now it is correct. And here you see that its width is less. Here you see that its width is equal to the paragraph, because these letters are all capital, so we have to provide it text transform. Here is the text transform uppercase. Here is uppercase, and then here it is. And now the next thing is, we have to build this thing. And now let's start. Here is this, and now after this div we have to create a div. Here is a class row, here is the row, here is a div, here it is. Here in this row we will put all of these 3 images and its text, but one image and its text take 33% weight. And now I'm gonna create the first one, and here is its div class, and here is just one div, and here is the wrap goal class wrap goal, and here is the item, the class is given to it. And now after this, what we need to do, we have to give an image. So this image, we have to put this image in a div, because when we take the mouse over it, so it becomes zoom, so we have to use its div, and this image is just in a div. So make a div for an image, and here I'm gonna give it the class zoom. We will use it when we want to zoom on the image. Here is the div, and here is images / banner. Here is img1.jpg, and now it's okay. And after this we have to create a div, and in this div we will put this text. Here is the closing tag of the div, and in between this we have to put the text and this link. Here I'm going to copy this text, copy it, and then paste it here. So the first line is in the span. Here is span, and here it is. And the second line is in the paragraph, because before this paragraph the margin is already present, the space is present due to its default margin of the paragraph. Here is this is a paragraph, and then after it we have to create this link, more details, and here is anchor tag, and here is hyperreference hash, and here is the class to give it the styles btn, and here is anchor tag, and here is more details. So now this div is ready, this image div is ready, and whole div is ready. And now in the next lecture I'm gonna give it the style, then it will be just like this. And here I'm gonna reload it. So now it have not any styles, width and anything. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.